Hi, in this video, we are going to continue discussing about geometric sequence. What is a geometric sequence? Geometric sequence is one where to get from one term to the next, you multiply by the same number each time. This number is called common ratio. Now, remember ang ating previous discussion is para malaman mo na isang sequence ay geometric sequence, kailangan mong i-divide yung dalawang consecutive term at meron kang makukuha dapat na common ratio. Again, common ratio is taken by dividing two consecutive terms. Ngayon, yung common ratio na tinatawag natin is yung number na ginagamit natin to get the next term. Okay, to get to the next term, paulit-ulit mo siyang imumultiply. Okay, let's have a real life example. All of us, young and old, boys and girls, are delighted with the amazing help brought by cell phones in our lives. We text our friends many times every day. Have you ever counted the number of texts you send every day? Have you tried sending out chained messages? If you receive a chained message and ask you to send it to 4 of your friends, how many persons will receive the message after 7 rounds of chained messages? Okay, ito madalas nating nare-receive sa ating mga phones. Na i-send ito sa 10 katao o kaya i-send ito sa 5 friends mo at ikaw ay suswertehin. This is an example of our lesson for this afternoon. So ito yung best example ng ating geometric sequence. Now, dito sa ating given real life situation, okay, halimbawa, ikaw yung magiging simula nung ating chained message. Magpapadala ka sa 4 mong friends. At yung 4 mong friends na yon ay magpapadala din sa tag-a-4 nilang friends. At yung tag-a-4 nilang friends, ipapadala pa yon and so on and so on. So, natanong nyo na ba, ilan kayang messages yon? Kung pang 7th tao na yung naka-receive or 7th round na ng ang mga taong naka-receive ng chained messages. So, tingnan natin. Is it possible? Pwede kaya nating malaman yung bilang ng text messages na naipadala? And how many would that be? Okay, so tingnan natin. So, yung numbers or sequence na binigay sa atin is 1. So, ibig sabihin, yun yung unang taong nagpadala. Sinend out niya yan sa 4 niyang friends. 4 yung susunod. So, yung susunod is yung 4 na friends niya magpapadala pa sa tag-4 nilang friends, magiging 16. At yung 16 na yun magpapadala pa sa 4 na tao. So, that's going to be 64. At yung 64 na yun magpapadala sa tag-4 nilang kakilala, magiging 256. Yan ay para sa ating 5th round. So, sa 6th round, yung makaka-receive na nun ay 1,024. At yung 1,024 na yun, kung magpapadala pa para sa 7th round, magpapadala sa tag-4 nilang kaibigan, ang makaka-receive na nun ay 4,096. So, 4,096 persons will receive the message. So, you just imagine kung gaano yun karami. Okay, dun sa given example natin, it's easy to find the 7th term doon sa sequence na binigay. Now, is there an easier way of finding the 12th term or the 17th term or the 24th term without listing down all the numbers in the geometric sequence? So, meron kayang mas madaling way? The answer is yes. And what we do is we use the geometric sequence formula. The easiest way to find the nth term in the geometric sequence is the geometric sequence formula. That is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the common ratio raised to the power of n minus 1. So remember yung a sub n natin, we are referring to the term that is being looked at or yung term na hinahanap natin. A sub 1 is your first term. Yung R mo naman is your common ratio. Remember, kinukuha yan paano? By dividing two consecutive terms. So, i-divide mo yung a sub 2 at a sub 1 o kaya a sub 3 at a sub 2. And then raised to the power of n minus 1. So, n is the term position. So, kung halimbawa hinahanap natin ay a sub 5, so yung n mo is 5, yung n mo din doon sa exponent ni common ratio ay 5. Okay, let's have examples. What is the 12th term of a geometric sequence with 2 as the first term and 3 as the common ratio? Now, kung isusulat lang natin to, this might take time. Okay, so sabi dito, ang first term natin is 2, and then, ang common ratio natin or yung number na paulit-ulit nating imumultiply ay si positive 3. E ang pinapahanap ay 12th term. So, kung gusto nyong ilista, possible. So, magiging 2 times 3 lang. So, magiging 6. And then, times 3 ulit. So, magiging 18. Tapos, times 3 ulit. And so on. Hanggang maabot mo yung 12th term. But the easiest way is by using the formula. Okay. So, using the formula, pinapahanap sa atin is the 12th term or a sub 12. So, magiging a sub 12 is equal to 2 times 3 raised to 12 minus 1. So, paano nangyari yon? Remember na ang hinahanap natin is a sub 12 at yung first term natin ay 2, ang common ratio natin ay 3, and then yung raised to the power of 12 minus 1. So, saan ang galing yung 12 na nandito? So, dito siya galing kay a sub 12. Kopyahin lang. So, unang step dito is, after substituting, isolve nyo muna yung mga exponents. So, yun ay 12 minus 1. So, magiging a sub 12 is equal to 2 times 3 raised to the power of 11. Kasi 12 minus 1 is 11. And then, susunod na step is yung 3 and its exponent. So, 3 raised to 11 yung susunod nating isusolve. So, a sub 12 is equal to 2 times 177,147. So, saan ang galing to? 3 raised to 11. Ibig sabihin, 11 na beses nyo imumultiply si 3. So, 3 times 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 3. Okay, 11 times. So, easier way is using your calculator. You press 3, and then meron dyan button sa inyong calculators. Raise to the power of, and then 11, then press the equal sign. So, lalabas yung 177,147. After that, times 2, multiply sa 2, you will get 354,290. Okay, number 2. What is the 14th term of a geometric sequence with 1 as the first term and 2 as the common ratio? So dito, hindi natin nakikita yung geometric sequence, binibigay na lang yung first term and common ratio. Now, meron ding situations wherein ibibigay naman sa question yung sequence, hahanapin nyo si common ratio, hahanapin nyo rin si first term. So, in number 2, we are asked to look for the 14th term. So, tingnan natin yung solution. Okay, remember that the formula is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the common ratio raised to n minus 1. So, pinapahanap sa atin is a sub 14. Kaya a sub 14 yung nandito. And then, your first term is equal to 1. The common ratio as stated in the problem is 2. So, nakuha yung n dito sa 14. So, 14 minus 1. So, after nyo i-substitute, isolve yung exponents. 14 minus 1 is 13. And then, susunod, 2 raised to 13 naman ang ating isusolve. So, sa calculator, you press 2, and then raise to the power of 13, and then press the equal sign. So, makakakuha tayo ng 8,192. And then, you multiply that kay 1. So, ang sagot is 8,192. So, ito yung pang 14th term. So, you just imagine kung gaano siya ka-troublesome. or medyo matrabaho if you're going to write this down. Instead, use the formula. That's the best way. Okay. Let's go to number 3. What is the first term of a geometric sequence with a sub 8 equal to 78,208 and 2 as the common ratio? So pag tiningnan niyo yung problem na to, bakit wala siyang first term? Nawawala si first term. Pero binigyan tayo ng a sub 8 that's equal to 78,208 at yung common ratio binigay din which is 2. So gagamitin natin yung arithmetic sequence, yung geometric sequence formula para mahanap natin yung first term. And how do we do this? So punta tayo sa next step. So the formula is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Alam natin yung pang-8 term. So ang a sub 8 natin, ang available na information. Tapos si a sub 1 hindi natin alam. Ang common ratio binigay na. And your n is equal to 8. So i-substitute natin. Ano ba yung value ng a sub 8? Ano yung value ni common ratio? So papalitan lang natin yan. So, ang a sub 8 natin is equal to 78,208. And then, that's equal to a sub 1 times the common ratio raised to the power of 7. So, yung 7, galing siya dito sa ating 8 minus 1 sa taas. So, 8 minus 1, 7 ang sagot. Okay, next step dyan is, sagutan muna natin yung 2 raised to 7. So, sa calculator, i-press 2 and then raised to the power of 7. So, magiging equal yun sa 128. Okay, susunod na step, kailangan kong iwanan si a sub 1 dyan at ililipat ko si 128. E, paano yun? Magkatabi si a sub 1 at saka si 128. So, we do that by dividing both sides by 128. So, a sub 1 times 128 divided by 128. At yung sa kabilang side, 78,208 divided by 128. A sub 1 will be equal to 611. So, ibig sabihin, ang first term natin dito ay 611. Okay, number 4. What is the common ratio of a geometric sequence with a sub 6 equal to 729 and a sub 1 equal to 3. So, remember na ang geometric sequence formula, hindi lang siya panghanap ng nth term, ginagamit din siya panghanap ng first term, at in this example sa number 4, ginagamit siyang panghanap ng common ratio. So, paano kaya? So, dito sa problem na to, binigay si a sub 1. A sub 1 natin ay 3. Ang a sub 6 natin, 729. So, may pagkukunan na tayo ng n. So, gagamitin natin si a sub 6. Ang problema na lang natin is the common ratio. So, how do we do it? Okay, remember na ang formula natin is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So, ang meron lang tayo ay first term, meron din tayong nth term. So, gamitin natin yung a sub 6 kanina. So, yung n, palitan natin ng 6. So, this part. So, yung 6 minus 1 dito, yung n ang galing siya sa a sub 6. Okay, ano yung value ng a sub 6? Palitan yan. Ano yung value ni a sub 1? Palitan din siya. And then, 6 minus 1. So, a sub 6 is equal to 729. Si a sub 1 naman ay equal to 3 times your common ratio, r raised to 5. Okay, susunod na step is, tanggalin muna natin dito si 3. Okay, sa yung mas madaling tanggalin dyan. So, divide both sides by 3. So, makakancel na yung 3 dito sa kabilang side. And then, 729 divided by 3 will be 243 equals r raised to 5. Ngayon, kung babalikan natin yung mga lessons nyo sa grade 9 and then sa lower level, yung exponent na 5, paano kaya siya matatanggal para maiwan na lang si r or si common ratio? So, since exponent yan, ang makakancel out or ang pwede lang gamitin para matanggal yung exponent na 5 is you use the fifth root. Okay? So, get the fifth root of both sides. Fifth root of 243 is equal to the fifth root of r raised to 5. So, ang mangyayari na yan, makakancel na si, okay, wait lang, let me get a marker. So, dito, makakancel out na si R. So, fifth root of R raised to 5 is equal to R. At yung 243, paano ba yan naging 3 na lang? So, remember, ang 3 raised to 5, or 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 243. At dahil pareho ang index na 5 at ang exponent na 5 dito, makakancel na rin siya. At ang matitira na lang ay 3. 3 is equal to R. So, yun yung ating common ratio. Okay, thanks for watching.